Alright guys, this is lesson 88. Let's get into it. Tyron packed 6 table tennis balls in each package. There were 100 table tennis balls to pack. How many packages did he fill? So I divide the number of tennis balls by the number of balls per package. 6 goes into 10 one time. 1 times 6 is 6. 10 minus 6 is 4. Bring down a 0. 6 times 6 is 36. 36 is 4 less than 40. So you have 16 with a remainder of 4 tennis balls. So how many packages did he fill all the way? How many packages did he fill completely? He has 16 complete groups of 6 with 4 left over. So the answer to 1A is 16. 1B, how many table tennis balls were left over? The remainder is the answer to 1B, which is a remainder of 4 tennis balls. 2A, choose the formula for the area of a square. Remember, area is usually length times width, but if you have a square, all sides are the same. So you have how many sides? 4 times length. So it could be length times 4 or length times width. I don't know why I have, oh, because perimeter. That's perimeter, not area. What am I going to do without you guys to yell at me when I'm making silly mistakes? 2A, it's length times width. This multiplying by 4, that would be perimeter, not area. I'm sorry for the confusion. 2A is length times width equals area. I'm so sorry. 12B. Find the area of a square that has 12-inch long sides. So 12 times 12. This is on your multiplication chart, but it's a good opportunity to practice our 2 by 2 multiplication. 12, 12. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 1 is 2. Mark out your 2, place a 0. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 1 is 1. Add these up. 4, 4, 1. 12 times 12 is 144. Number 3. Paula bought 4 pretzels at 59 cents each. Sales tax was 16 cents. What was the total? So multiply 59 cents times 4. 9 times 4 is 36. 5 times 4 is 20. Plus 3 is 23. 2 decimal places would make it $2.36. And now we add 16 cents in sales tax. 12, 4, 5, decimal, $2.52. There is an option with no decimal. That will be marked incorrect. Number 4, 24 inches is how many feet? How many 12s are in 24? Which is code for division. 2 times 12 is 24. Minus 24 is 0. So there are 2 feet in 24 inches. 5A. Segment YZ is how many millimeters long? So it ranges from 40 millimeters to 80 millimeters. Segment YZ does. So you could either take the total 80 millimeters minus 40, where Y is located, or you can just say to yourself, how many is it between 40 and 80? You could probably figure that out mentally, but it is 40 millimeters. 5B, segment YZ is how many centimeters long? So basically convert 40 millimeters to centimeters Remember, that's as easy as marking out a 0, and that is 4 centimeters. Now here's a good extension. What if the sum was 44 millimeters? How would you convert that to centimeters? Because it's not a 0. You can't just mark out a 4. 4 has value. You cannot do that. In that scenario, you add a decimal. And actually, with the 4D, this is still correct if you say 4 decimal 0. Just something to think about, something new. Number 6, George finished eating breakfast at the time shown on the clock. That time is 7:03 a.m. It's pretty specific. He finished eating lunch 5 hours, 20 minutes later. 5 hours, 20 minutes later after 7:03. What time did George finish eating lunch? So let's see. Let's see if this is a reasonable time. This would be 23 minutes if you add the minutes. 7 plus 5 is 12. Now, this is not above 12, and this is not above 60, so we don't need to do any regrouping or recalculating. The time would have been 12:23 p.m. 7A, choose 7,528 in expanded form. Remember, 7,000 has 3 zeros, 500 has 2, 20 has 1, and 8. You're just separating these until their appropriate place value and adding zeros. 7,528. 8A. 1/5 of the 25 band members missed the note. How many band members missed the note? This is a divide by the denominator problem. 25 divided by 5. 5 times 5 is 25 equally. No remainder. So that means 5 band members missed the note. Now, what percent of the band members missed the note? We talked about this a little bit. Make your fraction equivalent to a fraction with a denominator of 100. And then your numerator is the percent. So what times 5 is 100? 20 times 5 equals 100. So equivalent fractions do the same to the top and the bottom. 1 times 20 is 20. That means 20% of the students miss the note. Number 9. Nikki cut a rectangular piece of paper along a diagonal to make 2 triangles. What transformation can Nikki use to figure out if the triangles are congruent, if they are equal? So, should she slide them, rotate them, or make a translation? Rotation. Nikki should make a rotation to see if they are congruent. If she slides them, they're just going to be farther apart. It'll be harder to see if they are equal. 10. I've already lined these up to get ready to add. Most important thing here is lining it up neatly. I wish I would have done a better job. And remembering your decimal. So here we go. 5 and 5 is 10, plus 7, 17. 3 and 1 is 4, plus 3 is 7, plus 9 is 16. Decimal. 6 and 4 is 10, 1 is 11, 5 more is 16 again. 1 and 1 is 2, $sign, $26.67. I messed up. $26.67. Let me look in the book. 9, 10, 6, 35, 35. That's because 1435 should have been written as 1425, which makes this 2657. I apologize. 11, 275. Well, this isn't money. 2 and 75 hundredths plus 1 and 4 tenths. Then subtract from 4 and 60 hundredths. 5 plus nothing is 5. 7 plus 4 is 11. Decimal. 3, 4. Subtract 4 and 15 hundredths. I need to borrow. 0 becomes 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. And that gives you 45 hundredths. There is an option with no decimal. That is not correct. 12. $10 minus 46 hundredths plus $1.30. So 6 plus 0 is 6. 3 plus 4 is 7. $1.76 minus $10. 9. 10 minus 6 is 4. 2. 9 minus 1 is 8. $8.24. Remember your decimal. 13. I let the zeros hang off the edge here, so I can just put them into my answer. 28 times 1 is 28. The answer is 28,000. Number 14, we're back into 2 by 2 multiplication. Remember, just follow along the best you can. Don't worry about anything, okay? 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 1 is 3. Mark out, add a 0. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 1 is 1. Now I add. 9, 6, 1. 169. Number 15. 12 times 11. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 1 is 1. Mark out. Put a 0 right under your ones place. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 1 is 1. Add them up. 2, 3, 1. 132 on number 15. Number 16, multiplying by just one digit this time. 7 times 9. You guys could see me. I'm doing the nines trick on my hands. It's getting late at night, and I'm losing it, people. All right, 63. 9 times 6 is 54. Plus 6 is 60 exactly. 9 times 8 is 72. Plus 6 more is 78. $, decimal point, $78.03 on number 16. 17. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 3 is 3. 1, 2. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Now add. 1, 6, 9. 961 is 31 times 31. 18. 2 times 1 is 2. 1 times 1 is 1. Mark out, add a 0. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 1 is 3. Add. 2 plus 0 is 2. 1 plus 6 is 7. 3 plus nothing is 3. 372. Number 19. 3,542 divided by 7. 7 times 5 is 35. 35 minus 35 is 0. How many 7s are in 4? There are no 7s in 4. 0 times 7 is 0. Bring down your 2. What times 7 is easy to do? 6 times 7 is 42. 7 times 6 is 42, so there's no remainder. 506. 19 is 506. $33 divided by 6. 6 times 5 is 30. 30 minus 33, or 33 minus 30 is 3. Put your decimal right after your 5. Bring down a 0. 5 times 6 is 30 again. This time, no remainder. Still bring down that 0. How many 6s are in 0? Easy, that's 0. No remainder. 21. 4,965 divided by 8. 8 goes into 49. Oh, I'm going to have to think about this one. 6 times. 6 times 8 is 48. 9 minus 8 is 1. Bring down your 6. There are 2 8s in 16. Works out perfect. Here's where it's going to get a little bit tricky. Some people are going to say, oh, 5's my remainder. That doesn't work because I have another place on the stage that requires a digit for the answer. 0 times 8 is 0. 5 minus nothing is 5. And that means I have 620 remainder 5. 22. How many 5s are in 48? 9 times 5 is 45. That leaves us with 3 left over. Bring down your 2. 6 times 5 is 30. There is a remainder of 2. 96 remainder 2 on number 22. 23. 9 times 3 is 27. There's nothing left here. Some of you can probably already guess correctly what the answer is going to be, but I'm going to just go through the steps. How many 9s are in 0? 0, 0. Bring down this 0. 0, 0, 0. 300. This is the exact same problem because what is the square root of 9? 3. So the answer to number 23 is 300. The answer to number 24 is 300. Here you need to rewrite the problem and then solve. You need to do these two things, 7 squared and 7 plus 7. So this is 14 plus n equals 7 times 7, 49. Now you can isolate the variable. This will cancel out. Minus 14 over here, and you get n equals 35 on number 25. 26. 36 divided by 3. 1 times 3 is 3. Bring down your 6. 2 times 3 is 6. Remainder 0. N equals 12. 27, we're skipping. 28, classroom was 40 feet by 30 feet. How many 1-foot square tiles are needed to cover the floor? That is an area question. So I went ahead and let my 0 hang over, put it in my answer. 3 times 0 is 0. 4 times 3 is 12. They need 1,200 floor tiles. 29. This polygon, which side appears to be parallel, means going like train tracks, to AD. Instead of going through all those answers, look up at that parallelogram and see which one is parallel. I see B and C. So either combination, and I see B, C. It could have also been C, B, but this is the one that I see. Which answer describes the angles up here? Do you have 2 acute, 2 obtuse, 1 right, 1 obtuse, 2 acute, 2 obtuse, and 2 right, and 2 acute? I see no right angles, so anything with right angle is wrong. So that just leaves 2 acute angles, which if you look, those would be angles D and B, and 2 obtuse angles, and that would be angles A and C. Which answer? Oh, that's it for us. I hope you guys are having a good break. I do miss you very much. Hope we'll be back together very soon. Bye-bye.